Are you happy? No. Well, why do you keep doing the same thing? Change. Make 100, 1,000 mistakes, but make a different mistake. Don't make the same mistake over and over and not be successful at bow hunting or life. And then there's those guys that are successful, and you take the mature deer hunters, they're successful, like I said, in life. It's because they're willing to change and they're willing to modify and they're willing to do what it takes to get successful at whatever they choose to do. So, success and confidence go hand in hand.
One common trait that I'm seeing with a lot of the specific bow hunters that we've had on the podcast is that level of confidence. No matter how they hunt, they have a certain amount of confidence. And because of that confidence in how they hunt, they're way more focused on the stand. They're not lollygagging, they're not getting distracted, they're not doing stuff like that. If they find the spot that they need to hunt, they're hyper-focused. And I think that lends yourself to even more success because there's less opportunity for you to get caught off guard. Plus, you're not stopping and getting in a tree until you feel extremely confident in the setup. How does confidence play a factor for you, and how did confidence play a factor for you once you started building that style of hunting, or you went in the woods and, again, when you were on stand, I'm sure you were not just confident in the setup, but you were hyper-focused on what's going around you?
Yeah, in those days, there's days when you just know. It's just something about the spot, the setup, the weather, you just know. And man, everything moves. You're on it. And then there's the days that, life's in the way, and that's true. But that goes back to confidence plays a key role in every aspect of life. Y'all have guests that you're super excited about. You're like, man, this is going to be a good interview. It's going to work good. I'm happy. I want to go do this. And then you have those guests, it's probably going to be all right. So it goes back to that. Once you figure out, and it can be anything, I'm really good at mowing grass. I have 2 different types of lawnmowers. I'm better on one than I am the other one. So, Karen mows with the other one. I'm a really good grass mower. I'm on that mower, and it mows grass really good. So confidence, it carries over once you learn, and most people, successful bow hunters on mature deer, when you're talking that's what we're talking about, is killing mature deer. That confidence, every one of them, they have a niche that they do. Mine was calling and scent control. Clifton's is just pure aggression. Williams is cameras and timing. Kelsey Moss is just he's just really good at a lot of things. He's probably better at adapting to the situation than a lot of us are. But for the most part, we all have something that we're confident in, and it works for us. And when you have that, it's a fail-safe mode. You feel that it's going to work. Okay, I may say it may not work for 10 days. I may go out for 10 days and not see a mature buck, but I get up on day 11 knowing that, hey, what I do works. I know it works. The proof is in my tags. So it's hard for me to. No, it ain't hard, because now I do. Now I'm not that person anymore. Now I'm like, I don't go hunting as much because I'm not confident in the fact that I can go out there in the time that I have now to do it and be successful. So when I go now, I'm like, I talk to myself, well, I'm just going out there and enjoy the day. And I don't enjoy it. I'll go out there and I'll walk, and I get hot and I get tired, and I'm in a tree and I'm thinking about work, and I'm not in a good spot. And, I wasn't quite getting in. My scent control's not right, So my confidence is not there. So I'm not focused. I'm up there on my phone. I'm working or playing or whatever, So when I knew I was going in to especially just take a doe, I was going to kill a doe. That was it was one of those things where when I told people I was going to kill a doe, it was my mission to make that happen. I'm not coming out today without a doe, and I may be 3 miles deep when I find a place to kill a doe. And now I've got to tote her out of there because my dummy, I wasn't going to fail. And I had buddies that quit hunting with me because they said, "You shooting a doe today?" "Yep, I'm not going," So confidence, man, is key to life. Whether you're fishing, hunting, mowing grass, playing baseball, softball, football, golf, it doesn't matter. Doing podcasts, y'all are really good at it. Y'all know y'all are. And it makes life fun. When you're good at something, you have that confidence in it, it makes doing what you do fun. And when you don't, if you're not good at it, or you don't believe that you're good at it, and you don't have a confidence in it, it's not fun. So confidence bleeds over in life in every aspect. And hunting's no different when it comes to whether it's turkeys or squirrels or, I can take a youth opening day of turkey season and almost know without fail, opening day of turkey season in Arkansas, on the youth season, I'm going to put a gobbler in front of that kid. It's just going to happen. Now, it may not be at daylight. It may be at 2 o'clock. But somewhere during that day, I'm going to find a gobbler that's going to come to that kid. And that's confidence. We don't stop until I've walked my grandson to death. He'd be like, Pop, well, can we just stop? And I was like, no, we ain't killed a turkey yet. We got to keep going, And now that he's 11, when we go, he's like, we ain't killed, I'm like, let's go get some breakfast. No, we ain't killed a turkey yet, Pop. So confidence. And now he's confident that he knows, hey, Pop's going to find me a turkey, and that leads back into my nephew, Nathan. I raised him and his boys and the confidence he has. He knows he knows he's going to find them. He catching fish. He knows he's going to catch fish. And it makes confidence makes life better. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness and arrogance and that kind of stuff. And a lot of the real confident people, we have a little bit of all of it in us, but it's just part of it, So confidence is huge in bow hunting. So find, if you're going to give advice on that, how do you get confidence? You find something that works for you and do it. Don't do the same thing over and over and over. It's the simplest thing I'll ever say, and I've said it a million times. Oh, did you see anything today? Nope. See anything today? Nope. What'd you do? Well, I went and climbed a tree. Well, did you do anything different? Nope. Same thing, same place. Are you happy? No. Well, why do you keep doing the same thing? Change. Make 100, 1,000 mistakes, but make a different mistake. Don't make the same mistake over and over and not be successful at bow hunting or life. And man, we can talk about life mistakes and repeating them and how that change comes about too. So I'm not, I'm talking from experience when I talk about that. So it's one of those things that you need confidence in life, not only hunting. So find it. I don't care what it takes to get it. Everybody's really good at something. Find what you're good at and do it, And from a hunting standpoint, there is if you really want to be good at it, and there is people out there, and it is what it is. They don't have what it takes to make that change. They just for whatever reason, they're not. They're going to keep doing the same thing over and over, and they're going to have the same success over and over. And then there's those guys that are successful, and you take the mature deer hunters, they're successful, like I said, in life. It's because they're willing to change and they're willing to modify and they're willing to do what it takes to get successful at whatever they choose to do. So, success and confidence go hand in hand.